Dr. Rao H. Kolusu, MD, MBI, presents Stress in Modern Life versus Ancient Wisdom, A Path to Inner Peace. Chapter 1. Defining Stress in Modern Life. What is stress? Stress, in its simplest terms, is the body's response to any demand or threat. This response is deeply rooted in our biology, originating from the ancient fight-or-flight syndrome, a survival mechanism that prepared our ancestors to either confront or flee from immediate physical dangers. When faced with a threat, the body activates the sympathetic nervous system, releasing stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. These hormones increase heart rate, elevate blood pressure, and sharpen our focus, all of which are necessary for survival in the face of real danger. However, in modern life, this response is often triggered by phantom dangers, stressors that are psychological rather than physical. Whether it's an impending deadline, financial worries, or social pressures, our bodies react as though these stressors are life-threatening, even though they rarely are. This constant activation of the sympathetic nervous system creates a state of chronic stress, where the body remains in a heightened state of alertness, which is harmful. Sympathetic overtones and phantom dangers. In today's world, the fight-or-flight response is often out of proportion to the actual threat, driven by the sympathetic nervous system's overtone. This system, which evolved to protect us from immediate dangers, now reacts to everyday challenges as though they are life-threatening. The problem is exacerbated because these modern threats are often continuous and pervasive, unlike the occasional dangers our ancestors faced. As a result, the sympathetic nervous system remains overactive, leading to the persistent release of stress hormones that can damage the body and mind over time. Deep breathing as a remedy. To counteract the overactivation of the sympathetic nervous system, it's essential to engage the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest system, which promotes relaxation and recovery. One of the most effective ways to do this is through deep breathing. Deep breathing exercises stimulate the vagus nerve, which activates the parasympathetic nervous system, helping to reduce the levels of stress hormones in the body. By making deep breathing a regular habit, individuals can create a powerful tool to manage stress, calming the mind and body and restoring balance. Buddha's two-arrow theory. In understanding stress and its impact, Buddha's two-arrow theory offers profound insight. The first arrow represents the initial pain or stressor, an unavoidable part of life, such as physical pain or a challenging situation. The second arrow, however, is the suffering we add to that pain through our reaction, worrying, overthinking, or becoming anxious. While the first arrow is inevitable, the second arrow is self-inflicted and often exacerbates our stress. By recognizing this, we can learn to manage our responses to stressors, reducing the impact of the second arrow. Deep breathing and mindfulness practices, as emphasized in ancient wisdom, help us avoid shooting the second arrow, allowing us to experience challenges without unnecessary additional suffering. How stress manifests in daily life. Stress manifests in various forms, both physically and psychologically. Some of the common ways stress shows up in our lives include physical symptoms. Headaches, fatigue, muscle tension, digestive problems, and sleep disturbances are common physical manifestations of stress. Over time, chronic stress can lead to more serious health issues like heart disease, high blood pressure, and weakened immune function. Emotional and mental symptoms. Stress often leads to feelings of anxiety, irritability, and depression. It can also cause difficulty in concentrating, memory problems, and a general sense of overwhelm. In severe cases, stress can trigger panic attacks or contribute to the development of mental health disorders. Behavioral changes. People under stress may turn to unhealthy coping mechanisms, such as overeating, smoking, or excessive drinking. Stress can also lead to social withdrawal, procrastination, and difficulty maintaining relationships. Cognitive effects. Chronic stress impairs cognitive functions, making it harder to focus, solve problems, and make decisions. This cognitive strain can create a vicious cycle, where the stress of being unable to perform well adds to the overall burden. The pervasiveness of stress in modern life highlights the need for effective coping strategies. Understanding the physiological underpinnings of stress and applying ancient wisdom like deep breathing and mindfulness can help manage this stress and bring about a more balanced, peaceful life. Dr. Rao Kalusu, MD, MBI, CEO, BeAPAL LLC. Call 563 357 8786. Email raokalusu@bpal.net or akalusu@gmail.com. https://www.bpal.net/ to live long and in wellness and in enjoyment. To have inner health, wealth and happiness. Contact BeAPAL LLC.